guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like this video, to comment on this video, and to subscribe to my channel. Okay, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another video for my, I guess you could say this ties into the healing segment, because I do believe that behind this issue, there is some trauma, some PTSD, and some soul searching to do. And this is what prevents people from not being able to make friends after a certain age. So yeah, I'm gonna put it under the heal with me category. If you're new to my channel, I do focus on three main things. That is travel, solo travel in particular. That's healing from anything in your life, whether it be childhood trauma, whether it be learning to set boundaries, whether it be past relationship issues, whatever. And then the last thing is dating, the good, the bad, and the ugly side of dating, based in the DMV, because that is where I'm based. Okay, you guys? So let's get right into it. All right, I'm going to give you 10 different ways or tips, ideas, and suggestions about how to make friends in your 20s. Okay, you guys? And I know this channel seems to be dedicated more so to women, but these tips can definitely work for men as well. Okay, so let's get right into it. 10 different ways, tips, ideas on how to make friends in your 20s. All right, so number one, you guys know I'm gonna say heal, right? Heal from whatever past traumas have prevented you from either making new friends and stepping outside of your box, or cultivating those friendships, maintaining those friendships, and making sure that they're lifelong, or they last for years or decades. They're healthy, they're tended to, they're nurtured, and so on, right? So like I said, I am going to do a video on PTSD, or friendship PTSD, which, you guys, basically that is like having certain fears or like setbacks or drawbacks, or like basically things that prevent you from wanting to step out and make new friends because of the hurt and the pain and the lack of loyalty, mistreatment, people using you in prior friendships. And so you basically have PTSD, like you're afraid of making new friendships because you're afraid that those same things may happen. You may encounter the same type of people, you'll be used again, you'll be hurt again, whatever, right? So that's a real thing. I've actually experienced that myself. So you want to heal from things like that, right? If it's not necessarily friendship PTSD, it could just be, I don't know, you've reached some new level in your life, or maybe you just have gotten really used to being alone. I know a lot of women say, like, once they have kids and they settle down, they just really focus in on their husband and their children, their family, their household, their career, and it's just like, I don't really have time for friends, right? But that's not true, and that's not a good mindset to have. You definitely need to have a tribe, a circle, a squad, a friend group for your life outside of motherhood and marriage and your career. Okay, so yeah, basically what I'm saying is heal from whatever has caused you to have a negative mindset when it comes to friendships in general. Okay, number two is open your mind. Okay, I know this is going to sound very similar to number one, but opening your mind basically means like whatever misconceptions you've had about whatever topic or idea, in this case friendship, open your mind to new things, new beginnings, new possibilities, right? So like, I know there was this saying going around, it was really popular, like I think when I was in like high school, and it was like, no new friends, no new friends, like basically stick with your day ones, your squad, your circle, or whatever, right? But then as you grow older, you start to realize like, well, hey, maybe I had a best friend from 3rd grade. But once I graduated high school and went to college in a whole new state, I definitely made really good quality friends there. So we can't keep saying no new friends, because you're gonna meet new friends. Maybe you go and graduate from college then, and you go out into the workforce and you meet some really good friends, and now your coworkers are your really good friends. Or maybe you join a sorority and now your line sisters are really good friends. Or maybe you join some yoga or Zumba class and you meet friends there, right? So let's not have a closed mind to friendship. I think a lot of times, like, you'll hear women talk about like friendships so negatively, and they've basically like shut their mind off. They don't even open their mind to the possibility of going on a vacation and meeting a really nice woman and deciding, hey, we can really develop and cultivate this friendship. Or being out for brunch one day and running into a woman and you guys are chatting and you're really similar and you're having a great time and thinking, hey, maybe this can blossom into a really good friendship, right? Just open your mind. I don't care if you're 30, I don't care if you are 50, I don't care if you're 21, right? But really be open to meeting good people. I'm not saying like go throw yourself on everyone and assume that everyone you meet is your friend, but at least have an open mind when it comes to the possibility of creating new friendships, okay? Number 3, be friendly and kind. This is so important, you guys. A lot of times I get this with dating as well, where women will be like, well, girl, how do you find these men, or how do you go on these dates? And it's like, because I'm nice, because I'm friendly, because I'm kind, right? Now I get it. Everyone isn't a bubbly person. Everyone doesn't have an extroverted personality. Everyone doesn't enjoy like, just chatting it up with everyone, right? But honestly, being friendly does not mean like jumping across the table, asking Bill and Joe about their job and running over to Susie and helping her take her pictures and running back to Jill and buying her some shots or whatever, right? Being friendly and kind can simply be an exchange of a smile, holding the door for someone, sharing a laugh with someone, just saying hello, a nice greeting, right? It's simple, and I feel like a lot of people don't do it, right? Like a lot of women are just very like resting bee face, kind of snobby, kind of like shut off, no type of smile, no type of greeting, no type of departure message. Like that is not giving warm vibes, right? In order to attract people, whether it be men or women, you have to give some type of vibe that shows, hey, I'm open to you talking to me. Hey, I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm in a good mood. You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna come to you, and it's gonna be hard to attract people if you can't be friendly, nice, and kind, okay? Number 4, come in with good intentions, okay? So a lot of times you'll hear people complain and say like they don't have friends, they can't keep a friendship, this and that, but do you have good intentions, right? So that goes back to having an open mind and healing from your friendship PTSD or whatever negativity you have behind friendship, because a lot of times you will go into a situation with bad intentions yourself because you've already been hurt, or you already assume that people are horrible, or you already feel like this person's going to try and use you or play you or get over on you, or they're going to be jealous or envious of you, or whatever it may be, right? So that's you not going in with good intentions. You're like, well, I'm gonna just do whatever because I know they're gonna do whatever, or I'm gonna just use her before she uses me, or I'm gonna just throw shade just because, right? So like make sure that your intentions are good too, because if they aren't, you're literally gonna attract what you're giving out, okay? Number 5, compliment others. This is a really surefire way to make friends, or to at least attract people to you, right? And don't make it be like disingenuous, right? Like be for real. Like if you see a girl and you like her hair, compliment her, hey, I love your hair, right? If you see a girl and you love her outfit, oh my gosh, I love those shoes. Where'd you get those from? Really? I have some shoes just like that. I love that style. Blah, 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 right? That literally sparks so much more, right? Like, I feel like every time I give a compliment, the girl's like, oh my gosh, really? I love this too. Where'd you get that from? Me too. Oh my gosh, you shop there? Yes, I love the one in Georgetown. Really? Yeah, I work down there. Oh, okay. Well, what do you do? Oh, I do this. Wow, my friend does that. Really? Yep, she graduated from Morgan State and she did. Oh my gosh, I went to Morgan State too. And next thing you know, y'all done exchange Instagrams, y'all done exchange numbers, y'all have planned to meet up again. She's invited you to the next move after that. Like, you done spilled your drink on the floor. She done bought you another one. Like, it's just like a sure way to kind of like, it's like an icebreaker. It's like a very natural icebreaker, right? And like I said, don't make it weird and awkward and forced. Like, don't be like, yeah, I like your shirt, knowing that you don't, right? But if you literally see an attractive woman and you're like, hey, you look really pretty, or you love her hair, her accessories, whatever it may be, like, say it. Don't be afraid to compliment people, because that is literally like the best way to get someone's attention and start a conversation. And it oftentimes leads to some type of friendship, whether it be an acquaintance, a really strong bond, a hangout partner, whatever it may be, right? All right. Number 6, invite people out, okay? So this is something I do all the time, right? Like, if I ever run into females like on the street and they're in my area, or if I'm traveling and I meet someone and I'm like, hey, you know, you should fly in. I have this event going on this date, you know, come hang out. Or there's this festival going on in the DMV. I'm not sure if you guys do that in Texas, but come hang out, right? We can link up for the weekend. Or, hey girl, you know, my sister is hosting a dating event next Sunday. Come on out. You said you're single, right? Or, you know, I'm hosting an art exhibit. You like to do art. I see that you're really into graphic design. Come on out, right? So, like, inviting people out does 2 things. Number 1, it shows, hey, I'm interested. I think you're cool. I want to hang out with you again. Number 2, it gives you an opportunity to see them in a different setting, and also maybe a more intimate setting, right? So, like, say you guys met initially at like a day party, right? If you guys are from the DMV, day parties can be dumb lit, right? To the point where half the time you don't even remember what took place the next day. You might slightly remember meeting this girl. You might have her number in her IG, but you're like, I can't really remember the vibes, right? But if you've invited her out to another event, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll get a second chance to really connect with this girl, really see what she's about, really feel her out, see if I like her energy, see if we have any type of similarities, and then go from there, right? So inviting people out allows you to really like get that one-on-one experience and see, hey, do I like you enough for us to start really hanging out from here, right? And honestly, this is another tip that I give when dating. You don't have to literally fall in love with everyone that you meet, right? And when I say making new friends in your 20s, this doesn't have to be your maid of honor at your wedding. This doesn't have to be your kid's godmother, but acquaintances, hangout friends, you know, career friends, people that motivate you and inspire you, things like that. Like, hopefully you guys will make some really good friendships, some strong bonds from this. But just know that every person that you hang out with or meet doesn't have to turn into like your very best bestie, okay? But it's worth, you know, hanging out again, meeting up again. Maybe you guys have a little brunch group, whatever it may be, okay? So number 7, show up to people's gatherings when invited. Now, if you've watched my video talking about reevaluating my friendships, you will know that my love language is what is it? I just forgot. It is quality time, okay? So you'll know that I really really appreciate when my friends and acquaintances come out for me, when they show up for me. I always say you get one birthday a year. Please don't take that day to yourself, okay? Come out for me, celebrate me, and I will do the same for you, right? And so when you show up to people's events, when they invite you, that number one lets them know like, hey, I respect your time and your effort. And B, they're like, hey, I can meet you again. I can feel this vibe out with you. I can have this experience with you, right? So when people invite you out and you show up for them, that shows them that you care. That shows them that you value their time. That shows them that you want to be in their presence. You want to celebrate with them. You want to have a good time and enjoy whatever experience it is, right? So that means a lot when you're trying to develop friendships, because no one wants to keep inviting you someplace and you never show up. Or no one wants to feel like, hey, I'm so excited. I met this girl. She seems so cool. She said she was going to come out to this and that, and you never show up, right? So literally, like I've said before, friendships are not something that you just like smack a title on, but you never tend to it, right? Like you can't say I'm a mother, but you literally never go to your kids' sports games. You never change your kids' diaper. You never show up for your kids. You never tuck your kids into bed at night. When your kids are sick, you don't help them get healthy again, right? Friendships are the same. Friendships take nurturing. You have to hang out with your friends. You have to make time for your friends. You have to call or somehow communicate with your friends. You have to check on your friends. You have to put a lot into it, right? So part of that, showing that you care, is showing up for them, right? If they invite you to places, maybe you can't make every event, maybe you're not interested in every event, but to show up means a lot. It's showing that you're doing your part in trying to develop this friendship, okay? Next, make yourself available and respond, okay? So that is very similar to showing up, but it's not the exact same, okay? So like basically making yourself available means, I know we are all busy. I'll say that again. I know we are all busy, right? But make some time, right? Like if you are a busy working mother, clear that schedule at some point, make yourself available. If you're an entrepreneur, clear that schedule at some point, make yourself available. If you're a student, clear that schedule at some point, make yourself available, right? Because like I said, you go on YouTube any given day and you type in, I have no friends. And what do you get? 1,000,085 videos. Ladies, listen to these tips I'm giving you, because I feel like a lot of you will feel really, really attacked if you really go down this list. Are y'all making yourselves available? People are inviting you out, you're not showing up. People are texting you, you're not responding to them. People are giving you opportunities and trying to cultivate these friendships, and you're not available. You got to get your hair done. You got to get your makeup done. You got to get your nails done. Your dad's doing this. Your brother's doing this. You're too tired. It's raining outside. It's too cold outside. You just came in the house and took a shower. You don't feel like going back outside. Whatever it may be, you guys aren't making yourselves available, right? And so just like you're busy or you're tired or you're too cold or you're too hot, whatever it may be, you got to think about that other person too, right? So like, let's say this weekend you claim that you can't come out or whatever, right? So you're not making yourself available. But in actuality, you just felt like having a chill day at home, sip some wine, and be in your house alone. And that's cool. You're allowed to do that, right? But just know you didn't make yourself available, which means maybe in 2 weeks you do want to hang out. You're all for it. You done had a few mimosas. You're trying to party, right? But this girl is like, well, I'm not going to really make myself available now because you didn't do it for me 2 weeks ago, right? So now you're in your feelings. Now she's feeling like, I got her back. And then from there, it kind of fizzles out, right? Because you're not free this time. She's not free this time. You're not free this time. And nowadays we live in this generation where everything has to be like so quick and you have to do exactly what people want, or they just fall off, right? And so you not making yourself available that one time, now she's not doing it, and now the whole friendship or potential friendship goes up in smoke, right? So just try your best to make yourself available, even if it's just a slide through. I always say that, like, I'd be happy with people being like, hey, I'm not gonna make it for the whole event, but I can come through for about an hour. Bet you showed face, you showed that you cared, and you showed up for me, right? You don't have to necessarily come party for 4 hours or be at the brunch for 3 hours, but so long as you make yourself available, right? And also respond, right? I know that's another huge thing where people are literally on their phones 24/7, and then they're like, oh shoot, I didn't even see that text. Oh shoot, I overlooked that. Oh shoot. And it's like 10 texts later, 3 phone calls later, 16 voice notes later, 10 DMs later, and it's like you're still saying that you didn't see these things or you overlooked them. Like, I get it. I overlook text messages all the time. Sometimes I get missed calls and I have to call back. But at the end of the day, if someone is like constantly reaching out by different, means of communication and you're not responding, they're gonna eventually give up, okay? So don't self-sabotage. Next, pray and manifest good people into your life, okay? I don't know if you guys believe in prayer. I don't know if you believe in the universe, whatever it may be, right? But I know for me, I prayed for years to attract people into my life that are like-minded, because that is huge, that are on the same page as me. Maybe you don't have the same beliefs. Maybe we aren't exactly the same, but like-minded, right? We both want this and that out of life. We're on the same page. We're moving towards the same type of lifestyle. We have similar mindsets, right? Like-minded people, genuine people. They don't have an agenda. They don't have any bad intentions. They don't want to use you. They aren't just looking at you from a social media aspect and assuming that you have something that you can give to them or help them obtain. Genuine people, like-minded people who want the best for you, that are also great friends, right? And so that's a huge part of it. I feel like I definitely believe in prayer, and I feel like when you actually ask for exactly what you want and you're very intentional in those prayers and very specific, you can definitely attract good people into your life that really have great intentions for you, right? Great friends, great people to be around, all right? Last but not least, get out of the house, okay? You guys want to be cooped up all day long, all year, all week, all month. Get your butt out the house. You cannot meet friends in the house. Like, I know someone who was like so obsessed with like this meetup app, and I think it's basically like you can find friends on there. You can like get people to like help you do certain things, or like, it's just like, to me, it's a little bit strange, right? Now, I know a lot of people do it because they're like, oh, it's hard to find friends. Let's get on Meetup. Like, there'll be people. No. Get out the house, right? Work on your interpersonal skills, okay? At the end of the day, we're all adults. You're going to have to mingle and interact with people in your profession. You're gonna have to mingle and interact with people when you go to the doctor's office, right? When you freaking go to the airport. Like, you have to do it at some point. Come out of your shell a little bit. I'm not saying change your personality, but at least come out of your shell enough. Come out the house often enough that you are able to really meet people organically in a public setting where you're able to see this person for real and you're able to have conversations with them, right? Come out of the house. It'll save you a lot of hassle, because those apps where you can meet friends and stuff, I feel like it's just like dating apps. Half the time you don't really know what you're getting. People can catfish as far as their personalities. You can meet up with this person and totally just not like their vibe. And not to say that things can't go wrong when you meet people in person, but at least you have those in-person experiences to go off of where you can say like, hey, we were out to dinner, and she was like super cool, and we sparked up this conversation about this and that, and you were able to see her and really see her interactions and her mannerisms and her demeanor, her disposition, her personality, as opposed to being like, oh, we're on this app and we're just like texting every 3 days, and she said she likes H&M and iced coffee, and I do too, so that means we'll be a great pair. Like, no, like, come on, we're not 17, we're not 15, we're grown women. Let's get out of the house. Let's try to meet people like normal humans, okay? And that is the end of this video. I hope you guys found some great takeaways, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.